So for my video presentation, I will be focusing on the cultural impact on marriage. So throughout the course of global psychology, it talks a lot continuously about culture. And I want to become a marriage counselor in the future. So I wanted to focus on the impact that culture has on marriages and how that plays into counseling. So we'll be talking about the types of societies, individualist and collectivist, what those marriages look like, and then the impact that it has on marriage counseling. So the two types of societies that are touched on in the textbook are individualist and collectivist. So people in individualistic cultures are more likely to engage in thoughts and behaviors that foster their own independence. So that would be more of like a Western worldview in which the focus is on self, so self-happiness, self-growth, like self-care. It's very much like individualistic. Whereas collectivist, that's usually seen in other countries, not really in the West, more like the East. So people in a collectivist culture, they're more likely to engage in thoughts and behaviors that foster the interdependent aspect of their self-concept. So it focuses more their thoughts and actions on how they'll be viewed within a community and the roles that they play in that community. So why we're looking at culture in regards to marriage counseling is because counseling cannot be generalized to everyone, really. Like, you have to take into account people's backgrounds, and you have to be sensitive to the culture that of the people that you're speaking to, because especially like in regards to marriage, like marriage might mean something different to different individuals based on their like cultural background. So from Psychology Today, this says culturally sensitive therapy is an approach to psychotherapy that emphasizes the therapist's understanding of a client's background and belief system as it relates to their race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender, or other important elements that make up someone's culture and or identity. Therapists can incorporate cultural sensitivity into their work to accommodate and respect differences in the opinions, values, and attitudes of various cultures and different types of people, and to provide the most effective treatment for a particular client. So as I said, like as a therapist, you have to be culturally sensitive to the individuals and the couples that you're working with. For individualistic cultures, marriage would look like a union based on love, companionship, and a personal choice. It's seen as a commitment, and partners usually look to satisfy their own happiness, and an emphasis is placed on achieving personal goals and sharing experiences. In collectivist societies, marriages are viewed as a union that extends beyond the couple to include their families and communities. Importance is placed on the duty and responsibility and the societal expectations that are being kept, and the personal satisfaction and happiness is secondary to the well-being of the family and the community. The impact that these different cultures have on marriage counseling would be: in individualist societies, since the focus tends to be placed on the individual person, marriage counseling can have a greater emphasis on the needs and desires of each individual in the relationship. So therapy might encourage open communication, self-expression, and personal growth as ways to improve the marriage by increasing individual satisfaction. In collectivist societies, the emphasis is on the family and community. So as marriage is seen on a greater scale, not just between two individuals, but two families, marriage counseling will likely have a greater focus on maintaining harmony, fulfilling their duties, and societal expectations. The therapy may work on communication and conflict resolution, but with an emphasis on the couple's roles within the family and community context. And that's all for the presentation. Thank you for watching.